Now I worked in retail for like 5 years, and I was only at J.C. Penney for about 8 months. But J.C. Penney still became my favorite store that I ever worked at. I just loved it there. I was comfortable. Um, the men's department was just it was easy to work in. I loved relating to customers and helping customers out, and it was great. I had a nice time there. I walked away with a nice new wardrobe because I worked at Penny's. Uh, Now, unfortunately, when I first started at Penny's, I was very uncomfortable with promoting the store credit card, which is something that Penny's is very known for, as with other stores like Macy's and Nordstrom. Uh, I mean, this particular location was pretty good at making their daily credit goal, but they wanted everybody to contribute, and they even had some incentives of doing it. I mean, they weren't like great incentives, but uh, basically, if you came to my store and applied for a credit card with me and you got approved, then that's an extra $2 that I would get in my paycheck. I know, awesome, right? Um, but yeah, for every approved credit card application that I had, that's like an extra $2 in my bank account, which I guess is pretty nice. It was cool though that sometimes some nights managers would actually walk around with cash. So whoever got a credit application, they would actually receive the $1 or $2 in cash, but they would still probably get the extra $2 in their check. But anyway, the one cre- sorry, selling the card to customers became something that it got easier the more I did it, and I try to I got comfortable with it, and I just tried to do it in a way that was casual to again relate to the customer. And my usual method of going about it was is I'd ring them up and I'd see what their total was, and it'd be like, okay, listen, so your total is like a 189 and some change, but if you want, I could save you $70, like $70 right now if you sign up for the credit card. The best time to do so would be on the weekend because that's when you had the double discounts. So like if you didn't have the credit card, you could get 15% off your purchase. But if you had the credit card, you get 20% off your purchase if you use the card. Or if you wanted to sign up for it, you get the 20% off plus an additional 20% off for signing up. Now, the idea was that you only got the discount if you signed up and got approved. But our managers sort of they would encourage us to give the person the full 40% off just for trying if they didn't get approved. Now, I like to be very clear on what it is I'm offering them whenever I told someone or asked someone if they wanted the card. Because see, a lot of people got confused. They confuse the credit card application with the rewards account, and they're not the same thing. They go hand in hand, but they're not the same thing. So you could have a rewards account and not have a credit card, but if you didn't already have an awards account and you sign up for a credit card, then you would also automatically get signed up for the rewards program in the process. Uh, so, because it would be a lot of times where, hey, are you a rewards member? And they would say, no, I don't. No, I don't want the card. I'm like, well, no, I'm not offering you the card. I'm offering you the rewards program. It's completely different. But yeah, I always try to be very, very clear, and that's usually how I got so many yeses. Is I let them know what it is that they were getting, what it is that I was offering them, that this was a credit card. Our managers didn't want us to straight up say credit card because the word credit rightfully causes some some fear. But I had to let them know. I didn't want to lie to these people because they wanted us to refer to it as the quote unquote store card. But I didn't want to lie to the customers. Like, yeah, this is a credit card. This is what I'm offering you, and you could pay it off right away and cancel it. Or if you sign up, you can get the full discount anyway, even if you don't get approved. Uh, But yeah, this bad example that I have is specifically the reason why I told every single person that this is a credit card, that I was upfront and straight up with anybody who I spoke to about it. Because I had this gentleman one time who, I don't even remember what he got. I don't remember what his total was either. It had to have been over 100, maybe $150, because otherwise I don't think I would have like promoted the card to him. Because I usually try to do it with people who had racked up a decent price. Between 100, 150, $200, or anything above that. But yeah, I don't remember how much he had, but I told him, I was like, hey, do you want to sign up for the store credit card? And I said it was a credit card. Do you want to sign up for it? Are you sure? He said yes. And if you've never signed up for a credit card at a store, they'll ask for everything that any other credit company would ask for. Your ID, Social Security, blah blah blah, all that bullshit. So keep in mind, he said yeah, and I told him what it was. I told him this was a credit card, and he said yes. He expressed interest in signing up for the credit card. So, and I told him more than once that it was a credit card. I just want to make that very clear. And as I'm signing up for it, I guess at some point he realized that. I guess he realized that. I don't know. I don't know what was going through his head. At some point, he started to, I guess, have a second guess, or get confused as to why I needed his address and his Social Security. Because by the end of, near the end of me signing him up for it and getting all his information, he then asks me, "What is this for?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, he's not about to tell me, he's not about to stop me right now because he didn't realize that this is an actual credit card, even though I told him that it was a credit card. So I told him, it's for the credit card. I'm signing you up for a credit card that you agreed to let me sign you up for. And he didn't really respond much, but he just had this facial reaction where I don't know how to describe it. It's like when something just sort of just happens in front of you and you can't control it, and you kind of just you just have this defeated look on your face, and you kind of just hang your head and just walk away. That's kind of what he ended up having, despite the fact that I told him what I was doing and what was happening in front of him. He didn't say anything, but it was what bothers me is the look on his face. I mean, I don't even remember if he got approved. I guess he didn't get approved, and I gave him the discount. He took his receipt and walked away. But this happened a few years ago, and it still bothers me. The look on his face still bothers me, because it's like, was I not clear enough? Did I not straight up tell him? But no, I did tell him what it was. I told him what he was getting. I told him what I was doing, and yet he's still acting confused as to why I was needing all of his information and doing whatever it is I was doing. I was very clear with it, but no, it bothers me. But that's why I told, when I worked there, I was very clear with everybody as to what I was signing them up for. Do you want the credit card? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Are you positive? Because I'm about to do it. Okay, cool. All right, you're approved. You get the whole thing. Or hey, you're not approved, but I'll give you this discount anyway. And if you said no, then it was no pressure. Now, I mean, for the most part, I would ask you if, say, hey, you sure? Because, you could get 40% off of everything right now. No? Still no? Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. No pressure. But, yeah, that guy's reaction has bothered me for a few years now. I think this was back in, it's 2021 now. This was 2017. Yeah, so it's been some time. Yeah, that's all I wanted to. It was still bugging me, and I was thinking about it recently. So I figured I wanted to share them. But anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed, and till next time, this is it for now. See ya.